All right, and we back with another episode of Hey, I'm just asking. And today we want to talk about can Eric Bieniemy prove the critics wrong? Hey, let's start the debate. Now, the dark cloud over this organization has haunted this fan base for years. With the new hire of Eric Bieniemy and the talent Washington has on offense, I think this is a start for a bright future or at least a new beginning for this franchise. Let's see how much Eric Bieniemy has learned under Coach Andy Reid. It's funny how life works sometimes. I say that because the Commanders and Eric Bieniemy have one important thing in common. The critics, mainstream media, never talks about Washington unless they pull off an upset. Other than that, it's always about something negative pertaining to the owner, the GM, or the off-field issues like the shooting incident with Brian Robertson. Eric Bieniemy has his fair share of critics for reasons I don't understand. Has he had success as an offensive coordinator? Yes. 2 Super Bowl wins in 3 years? Man, that's impressive. How many NFL coaches can make this claim outside of Bill Belichick's staff? One would think NFL teams would be lining up to interview him for a head coaching job. Why not, right? So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Does race play a big part in the hiring process for African American coaches? It's a shame that this is Black History Month, but we still deal with racism in 2023. How long will it take for us to be considered equal, to be treated equally as American citizens? Hey, that's another blog. The knock on Eric Bieniemy is that he doesn't call plays. My question to that is, does he have the ability to call plays if given the opportunity? I can't wait to see how this plays out in Washington. It won't be easy, but I'm betting with Eric Bieniemy just because he's betting on himself. With all of the outside distractions going on with the team, and who will the owner be? Man, Eric Bieniemy could be just what the doctor ordered. I hope he brings Andy Reid's playbook, the dynamic offensive schemes, modern NFL play, mixed with the old school physical philosophy. Man, Eric Bieniemy definitely learned under a genius when it comes to offense. Andy Reid is solidified. Check the win percentage. So let's talk X's and O's. Like, what does Washington have to offer? The quarterback curse. In my opinion, Washington hasn't had a solid quarterback in 30 years. I'll give Kirk Cousins and RG3 a pass. But that's shaky. With that being said, this was a big risk for Eric Bieniemy even taking this job. But a blessing in disguise for Sam Howell. Now, yeah, I know. Y'all like, Sam Howell? I'm like, yeah, Sam Howell. He has critics for no reason. Sam Howell didn't look bad against Dallas. He actually looked poised for a rookie against a so-called top-tier defense. He had some bad throws and a bad read for an interception in the red zone, but he's young and ambitious, a work in progress. So that can be fixed. A mobile quarterback that can pick up yards with his legs. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but let's see if he can prove himself. You're the new starting quarterback for Washington. With the in-your-face type of coach that they say Eric Bieniemy is, they'll definitely be motivating each other. Let's take it back to boot camp, since discipline is something we preach here anyway. Now, let's talk about the O-line saga. The O-line took a step backwards this season. The injuries, the penalties, and the inconsistent play. Did they underachieve? I'm going to give them a C- grade. The running game. Now, the running game has promise. The rookie out of Alabama, Brian Robinson, is that bulldog. Antonio Gibson is going to benefit from having a running back coach / offensive coordinator. I'm excited to see how Bieniemy uses the 1-2 punch with the offense this year. The running back is the quarterback's best friend, especially a young quarterback. But Washington has also had issues at tight end. There's no security blanket for the quarterback. How do you go from Travis Kelce to scrap iron? This year's draft should be offense heavy with the O-lineman and a tight end, especially in the later rounds. Maybe even a quarterback. Why not start rebuilding and developing new talent since this is a fresh start? The wide receiving core is solidified. We could use a big wide receiver, a red zone threat, but other than that, man, there's no complaints. Terry McLaurin, Bieniemy Brown, Curtis Samuel, and the rookie Jahan Dotson. Man, Eric Bieniemy has weapons at his disposal. It's all about using them to their strengths. Hey, then sky's the limit. We will become a problem for the league when the chemistry starts clicking. The tempo of the offense, with Bieniemy being here, should change us dramatically. Up tempo with a sense of urgency, yet can eat the clock with the time of possession. Man, I'm getting my popcorn ready. This has a great underdog feel to it. Nothing to lose, everything to gain, us against the world, so let's prove something. Man, I'm loving it. Tell me what y'all think about this situation. Can Eric Bieniemy prove the critics wrong? Man, I hope so. Like this video, share this video, comment, and subscribe. Hey, I'm just asking.